always appreciate the acknowledgement of my authorship, it really helps. I was going to be reading with Thomas Bauhausen tonight, who's a wonderful poet, and I urge you to check out his work. But it is glorious to be here beneath the arboreal ribcage of the dragon. This is fantastic and glorious. So thank you, lovely stuff. I'm going to read from a book. It's very quaint of me, but that's what I'm going to do. It's a book called Decomposing Robert, and it explores decay as a generative poetics. No thought without decay of thought. No declaration or gesture separate from its own decay, including this. Leached to sign in vain its own logic to the rotten foothills of a larger undoing, more creative, alive and playful than any embodiment of living. A living consumption of what was living, made again alive and producing propionic acid, lactic acid, methane, hydrogen sulfide and ammonia, or in the undressing of bone from striated red gloves stuck to peel-skin shirt by the black onion fly, doth millipede, sexton, larder, clown and cone-clawed beetle, the iron-clad stink, earth-boring freeloader, yellow jacket, earwig, small hive and vinegar, not just the maggots, but looking up at a tilted mirror to discover your hair is thinning, folding, as a decay of ties to you, you think, and not without misery. Decay of today's mood from its surface buoyancy into receding back and forth in facing bodily change, actual, recognizable in the moment difference. It decays the image you have of yourself from this to aging that. Decay of subject into object, from indifference into panicked scalp and failing thatch. A figure of speech into a figured in speech whereby I'm dying for a change becomes the precariously alive, dying in change, struck without being able to stop by what is striking you second to second and against which there is no strike to take but only realization and maybe hats. The decay was always how anything came into being, imminent as its own taking away, but still an unstill making. And I wonder, effortless segue. And I wonder, how do we fade? I wonder, do you? Ear to ground, drums afly, earth spell with eyes, the cast a tunnel of windows, trees to right, the harp saw, scarce risen 3 fingers, sings from a well. The wild end its tube blows out in clear blood, the children, the square, a fountain. The children, a square. Wild end its tube blows out. It sings such horses and the lady, not all that she wears of ash. Here, the ill, to see points like death's lit flies. Oh, my God, when they mix. The ill talk of late August, and you move and you change, and the timber is above you and below you, and the rafters are kind of there, but it doesn't matter because they're inside of you, like tracheal hello in shrill bees round the seasons, the months of fever, a white rose tree. My very own toad. Thank you.